Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news begins now.
Good evening, thanks for joining us and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Well, from festive feast to family fun in the backyard, it's been a day full of celebrations. Tasmanians making the most of the traditions, but not before it all started at the crack of dawn when Santa made his special deliveries.
The long-awaited trip from the North Pole finally here, but a little too much for some tired eyes.
That's mine.
Santa's been, and what a welcome he's received.
I thought it was awesome.
Stockings emptied, gifts unwrapped. The mission to make the nice list pulled off, presents given the ultimate tick of approval.
What do you think about them?
Cool, man. Rubik's Cube, Pokemon cards, a bike with gears.
Away from the gifts, some festive fun. A backyard hit, the top hit of the Christmas games, even if you're sent back to the couch a little early. Families making the most of the sunshine, cracking Christmas crackers in the true spirit of the day. Celebrating what it means to them.
Seeing all the enjoyment on the kids' faces and everyone being together.
As for Santa's rating this year,
I would give it a 11 out of 11.
A 10?
a big effort giving a big excuse for a well-deserved rest. Victoria Risto, 7 Tasmania News.
Hundreds of the state's Christians have flocked to Christmas Day church services across the state, honouring the birth of Jesus Christ. Parishes centering this year's themes around peace as leaders hope to inspire the community to remember what the festive season is all about.
An early bird welcome for a very special Christmas Day tradition.
We live in a world that's torn and broken and a great mess, and so we're just hoping for peace in the world.
St David's Cathedral in Hobart marking one of the holiest days on the religious calendar with an early morning service.
Probably 300 people here last night at 11 o'clock. There were 400 people at the previous carol service last night.
Christians from across the state taking a moment to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, marking the true meaning of the holiday for them. Catholic celebrations bringing in a full house, welcomed by the Archbishop. St Mary's hosting 5 masses since last night, each centred around a theme for the upcoming new year, peace.
People come, they're drawn, I think, by desire, particularly on Christmas. They really want to go to church, celebrate the meaning of Christmas, then of course have time with their family and friends.
I've actually gone back to the church because of something else, because of my Ukrainian heritage.
And while services have now wrapped up, the celebrations with family and friends continue. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
A father and son duo, along with some help from the man in red, have helped put a smile on the faces of sick children. The group stopping by the Rural Hobart's Children's Ward to spread festive cheer this morning, visiting more than double the number of patients this year compared to last.
They only really keep children who can't go home, and so it's very humbling. It's really humbling is probably the word I would use, to really make sure, and you see that smile come on their face, it's just absolutely incredible.
Andy has been dedicating his Christmas mornings to the cause for 20 years. A man in his 60s has died while bushwalking at Cradle Mountain National Park. Emergency services attending the scene at 12:30 this afternoon, following reports a person was located unresponsive near the junction of Hanson's Peak and Twisted Lakes track. Police say preliminary investigations suggest no suspicious circumstances are behind the death. While many stayed closer to home, others ventured out for the ultimate feast, joining in on community Christmas celebrations. Volunteers lending a helping hand to make sure no one goes without a touch of festive cheer.
A full Christmas menu for a full Christmas feast.
Roast chicken, roast turkey. We've got some fresh ham off the bone, roast potatoes, mixed roast vegetables.
Serving up the classics, much to the delight of those looking for a traditional spread.
Turkey. You can't beat turkey.
Hundreds heading to community lunches, dining together to make sure everyone has a seat at the Christmas table.
Coming together to make sure that nobody misses out. Loneliness can be a real problem at Christmas time, and so we don't want to see that happening.
To do something for people that perhaps can't afford to come here, can't afford to buy a present or have a meal.
Volunteers giving up their time to spread some festive cheer, giving the gift of a full plate and a full smile.
Got no family, so I might as well keep my spirits up with Christmas and spend it with the big family. It's just the joy and the laughter.
Everyone is happy and all that.
Leaving plenty of room for tradition and some fun.
Like pulling the crackers.
And time for some classic Christmas jokes.
What did one mathematics book say to the other?
What did they say?
I have a lot of problems.
Why did the boy bring a ladder to school?
Why did he bring a ladder?
He thought it was a high school.
Enough to give Santa a belly laugh. Victoria Reestow, 7 Tasmania News.
Well, a leading cat adoption service says its Christmas wish this year is for owners to be more responsible with their pets. 10 Lives is overrun with unwanted animals daily as it puts the calls out for more foster carers to help out the furry companions until they can find a permanent home.
These kittens are walking out the door just as quickly as they're coming in.
If you built me a shed out in the car park, in a week I'd have it full of cats and kittens. If you built me another one, that would be full the week after.
10 Lives in the midst of kitten season, running for 6 months. A mammoth volunteer effort to get them checked by a vet, put into foster care and eventually adopted.
Yesterday it was 20. We had a massive day last week where we took over 50 in the one day. That is a record.
The group constantly looking for additional foster carers to ease the burden.
We really rely on the support of fantastic foster carers to look after the number of cats and kittens that we do.
Despite some building delays, the centre's new facility means even more felines can be taken in, with the space set to be finished in the new year.
To increase our hospital space, to increase places for the cats and kittens that need long-term care.
But the best Christmas gift for staff at 10 Lives would be for owners to do the right thing.
We need people to have their cat desexed, microchip vaccinated, really encourage people to contain the cat on their own property.
So these kittens and native wildlife stay happy and healthy. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
The Jack Jumpers are currently engaged in a Christmas Day battle with their Trans-Tasman rivals, New Zealand Breakers, at MyState Bank Arena. At half-time, the Jack Jumpers are ahead by 3 points. Meanwhile, the league has fined the team $1,000 for breaching the code of conduct for comments Scott Roth made about officials during the second quarter of Monday's game between United and the Jack Jumpers. The NBL says his conduct was found to be unbecoming of a professional coach. Well, will it be a nice day for the beach tomorrow? Let's find out next. Jackie Harvey will have our weather forecast.
Good evening. Well, what a nice and warm Christmas day we had across the state today. 24 was the top in Launceston, Burnie 22, Hobart 21, 20 in Devonport. 27 was the state's top in Ouse, 21 across Low Head and St Helens and 20 in Strawn. Across the state today, patchy high cloud is seen moving over the state with some low cloud about the far south. Further out, a band of cloud associated with the trough lies through the interior of WA. Tomorrow shows a cold front approach Tasmania from the west, expected to cross late in the evening. North to north-easterly winds tomorrow 10 to 20 knots, reaching 30 knots about the west. Swells up to 2 metres in the west and south and below 1 metre in the north. A strong wind warning is current from the far northwest coast right around to the central west coast. Tomorrow's forecast now for your Boxing Day. Hobart, 30 degrees, a shower or two in Cygnet, 31 in New Norfolk. In the north, Launceston 29 with a late shower or two. Devonport, a shower or two. 30 in Campbelltown. A shower or two in Burnie tomorrow. 28 in Strawn. Smithton, showers increasing. St Helens, partly cloudy. 29 in Swansea and partly cloudy and 28 in Fingal. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast now. Friday showers statewide, more frequent about the west. Saturday showers mostly about the north and west. And Sunday showers statewide with northwesterly winds. Capital City is 25 and sunny in Perth tomorrow. A shower or two in Adelaide and 34 in Darwin. And currently Hobart, partly cloudy and 18, Launceston clear and 20, and Devonport mostly clear and 18. And Nick, I have got a cracker of a Christmas joke for you. What do you call a man who claps a lot at Christmas? Santa Claus.
Can't even give that one a pity laugh, sorry. Anyway, that is all your news for now. We're all going to race home and tuck into some Christmas dinner. From all the team here at 7 Tasmania, Merry Christmas and good night.